going on with y'all, man? We back at it with another one. I know it's been a minute. We back today. I'm your host with the host. It's your favorite dreadhead, y'all. I'm here with my guy, AJ.
Yo, what's good? Y'all know what it is. It's your man AJ, aka Fifth Street Shorty, aka the Royal Rugrat. You already know.
And we got my bro, Father Mike Cut.
What's poppin'? It's your boy Father Mike. I ain't got no nicknames today, but yeah, I'm here. What's good?
This episode going. It's gonna hit a little different, man. Like we usually like to joke around a lot, but it's been something serious going in the media with famous artist Ermias Asghedom, aka Nipsey Hussle. For those of y'all who don't know, he passed away, and we gonna get into that. But can we just get a moment of silence for my guy real quick? All right, he will definitely be missed. But R.I.P. to that man. Those of y'all who don't know, Nipsey Hussle was gunned down outside of his own shopping plaza that he owned on Sunday, March 31st. He was shot 6 times, 5 times in the body, 1 time. And by the looks of it, they still kind of don't know. Like, to me, it seems as though they don't really have a real reason as to why he was killed. Because, like, we hearing different things. But how y'all feel about this? Like,
I mean, this just hits very different. It's a very dark time, I would say, for the culture, because and I'm not gonna sit here and be like I'm the biggest Nipsey fan or I listen to all his music and stuff like that. No, but just the work that the man did for the community, the stuff that he was putting himself into, and just the love that he showed the people is just like it hurts that that type of person gets gunned down. We always talk about other people who've done worse and stuff who are still out here and stuff like that. But you feel me? You gunned down a man who really was trying his best, who really wasn't even trying. He didn't try. He did his best. He was doing his best, to help out the people and stuff.
it's sad because, it even makes it even more sadder because, other things go into play. Like, he was only 33 years old. Yeah. He had a family. It just came out that his wife, Lauren London, was pregnant again. They were about to have another kid together. He had a lot of stuff he was working on. He could help the community, help the little kids, like not tend to jump towards the violence, like try to keep them to stay positive and stay out of trouble.
He definitely always looked at the brighter side of things. He always, tried to. Everything he did was positive. You've never heard any negative light come out. Like you only heard one thing of him. When he smacked
the guy. I was just about to say that. Like I never heard or seen him.
And that wasn't even negative. That was funny to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I never heard or seen him in the media for anything negative. Like, and he was low key at that. Him and Lauren London. Like, I didn't even know they had a kid. Mm-hmm. That's how low key it was. You feel me?
Yeah. He was really an unproblematic guy, Like
he definitely knew how to move, like, and he was real humble. Like now when I'm on YouTube, every day I get on YouTube, another Nipsey interview or part of an interview that come up on my feed. So I've been looking, seeing different things, and there was an interview with him and Snoop, and like he was just mad humble, like I'm just looking at him like, damn, like, he ain't deserve to go out the way he did. He deserves that, but I'm just thinking, like, damn, that's sad. All because somebody hating on him.
Hate is strong, man. Hate really makes people do things that, like, you would never imagine.
So, apparently what happened was, Nipsey was outside of his store waiting for his friend to come home from jail so he could get him some clothes from his store so he could go see his family and he could be looking right. Well, apparently, uh, some guy came to the store, shook his hand, trying to talk to him, but she told him like, you can't be around here because you a snitch. And if you're not a snitch, then like come back with your paper, like you know what I mean. So apparently the guy came back. He came back, and when he came back, he tried to just took my man's life.
But it's also blurry with that as well. Well, the guy Eric Holder, they say is like they said that he knows, like he was around, he fellow Crip member with them, he knows them. They said that he's a snitch or informant, I guess, and he tried to deny that he wasn't. He got upset, ended up killing Nipsey, which is stupid because like somebody calls you a snitch or informant, just I mean, if he could have proved that he wasn't, you should have proved it. You don't have to resort into killing the man. And it's just like
which had to
that
be
makes me even think more of it now
yeah.
that you are.
Yeah, exactly. Which makes it seem even more that he's a snitch.
It makes it seem even more fishy of a story. So
no, like honestly, like the streets never been it, but you are gonna be in the streets. Like you just gotta be safe. You just gotta know what you're getting yourself into. Just know that. Just know that no bullet got a name on it. In life, anything could happen. That could have that
ironic you say
same
that.
same thing that happened to him could have happened to me. You feel me? So
I think it's more heartbreaking because it's like he got gunned down where, you know, where he built all his stuff, like basically like where his legacy holds.
where he felt safe.
Yeah, where he felt safe, like it, like his sanctuary, like the
Right.
things that he created, the things that he made. You know, that whole plaza, that's him. And it's like it's crazy that you have to go out there now. In a one sense, it's like, all right, like if I'm gonna go out, I'm going out with the stuff that I created. I'm going out where, like, you feel me, like this is me. You feel me? Everything that's surrounded by is me. You feel me? But then it's also sad at the end of the day too, because like y'all don't have the respect to do that. Like you don't, or you just don't have the respect to kill a man regardless. But then you don't got to respect, like you don't have no respect to kill that man at his safe sanctuary. Like that's what hurts the most. Because like if you can't feel safe where you feel like the most comfortable at, where can anybody be safe at?
Definitely. I don't know, man. It's just crazy though, because like once he died, you know, like you see all these people who had so much to say about him, and all these people had none but good things to say about this man. It make you feel like, damn, like why him? And like you said, I'm not a big I wasn't a big Nipsey Hussle fan. Like I never did listen to none of his music, but I knew about him. You feel me? So like it's like, damn, like I ain't really know much about him, but the way he went out was sad. I don't think anybody should go out that way. So like,
and like even he's one of those people, you don't even have to know everything about him. Just knowing what he did for the people, what his message was, what his influence was. Like you just got respect for him at the end of the day. Even if you didn't listen to his music, you didn't know much about him, just knowing what he did is respectful. Like, yo, I respect that man, because not many people doing that. Not many people they you know what I mean, they make money and give back to their community, give back to their hood. Like everything that people always want and talk about, he actually did it. So it's like it's sad when like somebody who actually did it, who's walking the walk and talking the talk. You feel me? Like like it's sad that he's no longer with us now. But it's just like I feel like the marathon continue, as people keep saying. Like we got to keep striving and keep going on and walking in his message. You know, the things that
you said. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying like the things that he implemented, the things that he wanted us to do, we just gotta do them. You feel me?
Yeah, I was talking to one of my boys, and I was like, damn, like when shit like that happen, you really sit and wonder, like, do I really want to bring a kid into this world knowing that that's like they could grow up how I grew up or worse? Because knowing how you know, how black people are, like, in a way, a target. And he was like, no, that makes me want to bring a kid into this world even more, knowing that I could be a reason why my kid could change the world. I can show them the way. I could try to show them the way to change the world. He said, even if they don't change, even if they can't change it, they can start doing stuff to make changes. And like, that's pretty much what Nipsey was doing, because I feel like
that's exactly what he did.
I feel like now that he died, everybody's seeing his vision more clearly. But before he died, nobody ain't probably really pay attention to it because he was so quiet, and then like he wasn't like bragging or boasting
He's
about
behind the
what he
scenes.
had. Yeah, and like now that he died, people seeing it now. You feel me? And it's like, damn, well, I want to finish what he started.
That's another sad thing too, though. It takes death for us to wake up. Like, you feel me? Even though we should have been already woke up, but like it takes something this painful. It takes pain for us to realize something. And it's like it shouldn't be like that. But I mean, like, God always has a plan. So if that's like, if this is what's gonna make us wake up and this is what's gonna make us come together and reunite, like, then I guess it gotta be like this. Like,
yeah,
it's even to a point where, like, well, actually I'll let you speak on that because you're from LA, so you know about the gangs and all that stuff. Like we can, like, they're uniting because of one man. Like,
yeah,
that's
gangs,
crazy.
Crips, Bloods, all these Spanish gangs, all gangs. You got the Nation of Islam marching for him. Like, it's really crazy how the people in Cali is holding him down. Like, he definitely has a lot of people showing him love, man. It's crazy. It's crazy because I don't know, man. It's just like everything that's been happening since his death, like, it's good things, but then there's also bad things coming out of it. Like, my boy Mike over there, man, quiet.
Let me see.
I don't even know what to say all the time. Like,
Let me go back to messages.
he's talking about the tickets probably. But let me just say before or while you thinking. Really, I don't know, because that's why I'm being quiet. Cause I'm trying to gather like all my thoughts, really.
Yeah.
And like what to say, because I know how y'all say y'all weren't really like big Nipsey fans, and it doesn't matter whether you were or not. It was just a respect thing. But like coming from like a person that actually was like a real big fan of him, like I would actually listen to all his tapes. Like I even listened to the marathon acapella. It was really just him rapping and no beat. And I'm thinking like, why is he even making a tape where there's no beat and he's just rapping? But like I really started thinking about it. It was like how he really just put emphasis, and that's really like his whole career and just lifestyle. It was how he always put emphasis on his words and how he put emphasis on his actions, and how he always wanted to have people think and push forward and not just be, caught up by what's, what meets the eye. You actually have to dig deeper, like for what he's trying to do. And like, because we're still, like you said before, we're still in a state of mourning. It's been over a week, and I know, niggas is still sad. And
it still feels unreal.
It still feels unreal because I really be thinking about this like every day. Like, dang, Nipsey's really like gone. And I don't ever think I don't know the last time I felt like this. Actually, I do, but it was like a while ago. I ain't feel like this since my homie was gone. But it's like, I mean, I know that, like, because I even saw before, like, we was doing this podcast, how his mom had said something. Where she was basically giving like words of inspiration, saying that now like he's not limited anymore. Where he's like his influence could be all over the place. That he's still here with us, and that his influence is still going to impact others. But it's a good thing, like starting now, how everything is starting to shape. Like with all the gangs coming together and settling their differences and coming for a bigger purpose. How what's that lady name? Harris Dawson. Congresswoman Harris Dawson, how she said she's gonna change the
Oh yeah, the street sign.
Crenshaw,
To, yeah,
Ermias, Nipsey Hussle, uh, Ashton, how you say it?
I forgot.
Asghedom. Yeah,
Asghedom.
Asghedom.
Asghedom Square.
Ermias, Nipsey Hussle, Asghedom Square. And I know it's really just like a bittersweet because like you kind of wish like he would be alive to see that, but he's still leaving his stamp.
The marathon continues.
Yeah,
The legacy
that's
lives
it.
on forever.
Everything
Even
that
like
he was saying it has a deeper meaning, especially now when we look back on it. It's like this man was really focused ever since the beginning. He always had a drive to get money and to get the end goal.
yeah,
Which is really
motive.
just bringing us together and also educating the new ones because he even
unity.
because he even made I forgot the name of the organization that he was making up with someone else, but it's basically like a learning center.
The one with Gary V.
Yeah, a learning center for everyone. So it can actually like black kids and like growing up in the rough neighborhoods, they could actually have like the same opportunities and have the same access and resources that the white kids in the hills be having. And it's like he really just was always trying to have us progress.
He was always trying to better us.
He was always trying to better us in himself at that. And he wasn't always focusing on like what media tries to make us focus on, stuff that really doesn't matter. He was always trying to, make sure that what he was trying to get across was, like what he was trying to get across would stand, and what he was trying to get across, would come to pass, and
it will
stuff
come to
like
fruition.
That. Yeah,
and it's crazy. Like even just thinking about this now, like I'm 19, about to be 20 years old. Pac died before I was even born. You feel me?
Yeah, I was actually.
You was about to say that?
Yeah, you could say.
Yeah, but like I said, like I'm 20, so like Pac died before I was born. Like even though like I could still watch Pac movies, listen to some of his songs and stuff like that. I didn't live in the era of Pac. You feel me? I don't know his essence because I wasn't around. I wasn't born. For Nipsey, we actually been in his essence. Like not even like we just personally been next to him, but like we've actually seen him. We got to watch his interviews like live, real time. We got to like watch his concerts and watch him release his music in live time. So this feels like now I understand how certain people feel like when they say like, you feel me, I was around when Biggie died, I was around when Pac died, you feel me? Like that's real because like you feel me, like that caused a somber feeling to the culture and stuff like that. And it's like that shit is real. Like that's a real feeling. Like you could feel like even if not everybody's saying it or like showing it, like you could tell like that one death just made everything, like say if we on a 10, we came down to a 6.
It made everything stop in time.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, it definitely did because you even got artists out here out of respect for him not dropping music. That's how you know, like, I don't know, man. Like that's how you know, like a lot of the stuff that's going on. That's how you know. That's how you know his name held weight. And I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't even know how much weight his name held until he died. To be honest, because no, I did not. I didn't know much about him. You feel me? I didn't listen to his music. I didn't know he had a whole clothing store. I didn't even follow him on the gram. You feel me? Like all of this stuff that he had going on, I didn't know until after he died, and it's just crazy. Like,
is it weird that like I don't know if this is disrespectful saying that, but I felt this coming. Like, it's certain things like I just felt coming. Like I just had like an eerie feeling. Even like not like even when X died, I always have a feeling like that was gonna happen. Just because like the stuff he talked about and stuff.
I mean,
like I had a feeling with him with that. But then also after when Nipsey came out and said the whole Dr. Sebi thing and stuff like that, like I actually had a feeling like I had a weird vibe that like, yo, this might happen. And then when it actually happened, it's just like I'm surprised, but it's just like I wasn't that surprised, but I was. And it's just weird that I felt that way. Like, damn, like, and I feel like maybe we failed him in a sense. Cause it's like we knew the dangers and stuff like that. And it's just like but it's like what could have we done?
Yeah, I don't Yeah, that part I don't really get, because I don't really even get that whole when people say we gotta protect such and such, because
It's like, how could we?
Yeah, I don't know why people say that, because like we're not near this person. We don't know who this person is.
Mm-hmm.
Like
we know this person from afar.
Yeah, when you say we're gonna protect them, that's literally just one tweet. Like we ain't
Right,
doing
like
anything to
it's
actually
words.
protect this dude. Yeah, it's just words. Like we ain't putting no action into it. And I feel like that's something that Nip really wanted to change. Just we actually have to put action behind our words. Like
Yeah, pretty much how everybody just could come out to march up to a store and put some candles down and do all of that. It could be done. It's just people not trying to work together.
man, but
That's that part.
I just hope people really wake, because that's this whole thing is just hustle and motivate. And that's really like when you say you're gonna do something, actually do it. That's why like even though like I'm still thinking about like I still get down at times, like I still get motivated, because it's like I know what he left behind, and I know I could be motivated to actually like do great things, even in like if it's not in the same field. But that's just like something he left for everybody. It's like
Like you see even
yeah.
other people, like even Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma told the story of how like when he like even though he's not a rapper and nothing like that, when he was playing ball in high school, nobody wanted to recruit him, and he just started listening to Nipsey, and Nipsey like made him grind, and like the shit that he was like that Nipsey was saying made him spend more hours in the gym. Then he finally got a D1 offer from Utah. He went there, and then now you see him in the league. Like even before Nipsey even passed, he had a whole TMC flag on his arm. Like, because he was like, that man really, like, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in the NBA. And then on top of that, like, just the ironicness that he ended up in LA and he ended up befriending Nipsey and stuff like that. Like, like people don't understand how much just certain words or just even a whole verse, what that could do to somebody. Like, that could make somebody just change their whole life on the spot. You feel me? Like, people try to say, like, oh, you know what I mean? Actions is louder than words and stuff like that. But sometimes words are like even better too. Like certain words could just trigger something. You know what I mean? And it's just like it's just crazy how that man just triggered like not even just Kyle Kuzma, but a lot of people to grind, a lot of people to be better and stuff like that. So I feel like I hope that his words trigger us to wake up and trigger us to be united as one. Because that's at the end of the day, that's all he wanted. You feel me? Us united. Like this man was like one of the first people to actually, you know what I mean, put his arms around the blood and be like, this is my brother. Like, fuck all that, you know what I mean, color banging, gang shit, all that. Like, you know what I mean? Like when him and YG was making music together, that was rare. Especially in the time, like the early 2000s. That's when gang banging was still at its height, at a sense. You feel me? People still getting killed over colors and stuff like that. He put his arm around the blood and was like, yo, this my brother. We not on that shit. Like, we getting money together and we, you know what I mean? We family. And it's like, it's just crazy that, you know what I mean? Like, just, even if people don't want to admit it, he started a lot of, like, you know what I mean? Of a trickle down effect. He helped people, like, he helped get things to where it's at right now and stuff like that. And it's just crazy that they took that man from us.
Yeah. No, but you know it's even crazier though, because we gotta get into it. How this man Kodak can't let this man wife grieve her husband for a little bit before he starts saying ignorant things.
I feel like people took what Kodak was saying out of context, even though it's still not good. What he really was saying was like, I could be that person, like, for her, like, to cry, or like a shoulder to cry on. He really didn't say like, oh, like, you know what I mean, I'm about to jump on it real quick, this and that. Like, he was saying like, you know, my condolences go out to her. I could be that shoulder to cry on if she wants to. But
first
then
of all,
like, at the end of the day, no matter what, it's still like it's too soon. You shouldn't have did that.
First of all,
I think people, you know what I mean, took offense to it too quickly just because of Nipsey's name on it. And I'm not defending Kodak. I don't care. I don't care to listen to the man again ever or anything like that. But I feel like people had to actually listen to what he was saying.
I gotta be real with you, bro. You sound a little nutty.
You said what?
You sound a little nutty, bro.
That's not the case.
How am I sounding nutty?
Because he said,
listen.
And
I'm not agreeing with him. I'm not agreeing with him.
Listen. You obviously didn't listen to him.
Be if you hear the stuff that he was saying, even though you're saying essentially, okay, you I could be
said, bro, she
crying.
about to
He literally
be
said I could be your friend for a year max.
I
Exactly.
didn't
I
hear
never
him
get
say that.
that.
He said,
That's what he
he
said.
said,
Oh, he
oh,
said that.
Lauren London about to be a widow. Why would he bring that up?
Oh, I didn't hear that part. Okay, so y'all informed me then. I never heard that part.
Yeah, like that's why I said he was doing too much from the rip. Because first of all, the man wasn't even dead for like 3 days, my nigga, 3-4 days, bro. It hasn't even been a whole week. That's number one. Like, you feel me? Number two is like you ain't do this while the man was here. You feel me? Why would you like wait till this man dead to kind of like you feel me kick his back in? Like he ain't really kick his back in. You feel me? But like
But
you
just
feel me?
plotting on his chick.
Yeah, like, oh, now that he gone, I know she need a man because she been in a relationship for this long. Like, I can be that shoulder for her to cry on. It don't got to be right now, but I could be there for you. Like, come on, man. Like, he just violated. Like,
No
it's
matter what, at the end of the day, like I
it's
said, he
certain
still was
things you,
disrespectful. He still violated.
bro. There's certain things you do and don't do, and like that really is some like young shit. You feel me? Like I don't know. Like
He don't know no better. He not.
that's a
I mean,
young
I don't
mind.
really.
That's a young minded action.
I wouldn't
Cause
say that's a
like,
young mind. That's a dumb mind. Because it's young people that know that's still we younger than Kodak and we know that's not a right thing to say. And even
bro,
and another thing, you niggas that's on Twitter, you weird ass niggas talking about, oh, so she's single now? Yeah, you niggas is fucking bummy and y'all fucking bozos, y'all clowns. Like, don't do that shit. That's not cool. That's like your dad dying and then nigga be like, oh, so your mom's single now? You want to kill that man. You want that man head. You feel me? So you bozo ass niggas, stop that shit. That shit ain't funny.
got people.
This shit ain't funny. Like, this shit is about the culture. Like, this shit about us. Like, this shit ain't
This was
funny.
there was people defending her. Ti I
The
believe
game.
the game. Yeah, the game.
What's his name?
Uh,
BG
Gilly
Knockout.
was it? Who was it? Was it Gilly?
Yeah, Gilly the Kid. BG Knockout. I think
Yeah.
I think Tank said something or Genuine went.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was about to say somebody from TGT, but
yeah.
obviously the most angry person out of all of that was the game.
Yeah.
But what you call it? Ti said so, and I read in the comments. It kind of made me laugh, but I know it's a serious situation. But sometimes you need jokes. Sometimes, so like certain situations that's happening, like it's a good thing that I mean, like it make people forget about the hard times. You feel me? And it
Mm-hmm.
was just like Ti defended her more than he defended his wife, and I just started laughing because I'm like, yeah, he was going in on Kodak, but at the same time, I do understand it. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, whether Ti was close to Nipsey or not, it's just certain things you do and don't do. And like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel as though Ti is one of them people in the industry that could talk to kind of anybody. Like, kind of, I ain't gonna say the way he want, but he could tell them about themselves because he is like an OG and he been in the game for mad long.
And
And I
also
feel as though
he's been
I
through
feel
it.
as though I feel as though Ti is not like going be on no bull. Like, you feel me? Like, he not supporting no bull. You feel me?
And then also out of everything, like, you know how people say they only respect gangsters and stuff like that. Like, he's
Yeah.
actually been through it. Like, I mean, he's done his things in the past, and and Ti has even grown to be a better man now. Like, even like certain things that Nipsey was doing, Ti has been doing for his community as well, and stuff like that.
Facts.
So him and Nipsey had that respect for each other, you know.
Yeah, like
But
every year I know he be doing a food drive
mm-hmm.
around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I know
So
he
like,
be
just
putting stuff
even
together.
if it wasn't on some music shit, him and Nipsey had that respect for each other. So it's just like, out of respect, he's like, yo, I'm gonna defend your lady because I know you can't do it no more, sadly. So it's just
Definitely. But I definitely feel as though Kodak was definitely wrong for that. And I feel like even though he apologized, what the hell? What type of apology was that, bro?
that was a half
He
ass
said
apology.
I apologize for them saying I disrespected you or something like that, even though I didn't. Like, you can't say you can't say I'm sorry for punching you even though I didn't punch you. Like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah,
or
if
you
anything, he
can't
should have just kept that. You should just not say nothing at all. Then you should just let it blow off. Then
for
he was
real.
gonna say
Like,
that. And I think I don't even like, even though that was disrespectful with the London, like Long London thing. I think the most disrespectful, he's like, y'all niggas talking shit. I'm about to put on this Nipsey Blue right now. Like, what? Like, now you just talking crazy. Like, you want reactions. Like, Even just like even before the whole Nipsey thing, when he was doing the whole shit with Young and May and all that stuff. Even though I thought it was funny, but it's just like I feel like you doing shit on purpose now.
Yeah, now he doing too much. Like you said, at first it was funny, but like now after this, it's like now people not fucking with Kodak the way they used to. Like even now, I'm questioning him every time I hear his music. Now you feel me? Like on my shuffle when I got my music on, I was just sit there and think like, do I even want to listen to him? Like he did some real goofy shit. Like that's not something I could respect.
I mean, honestly, I mean, I don't feel like anything towards Kodak because I don't really listen to him like from the jump. I feel like just kind of like the space that I'm in is really just like, you know, it's bigger things to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
And with Kodak's comments, of course, they're, you know, disrespectful out of there and stuff like that. But it's like I come from like I always try to come from like a mindset of understanding why people do what they do. And of course, like there's no reason for him to do what they do, but I can understand the his mindset and how, you know, in his community he just because Kodak, you know, he's a thug nigga. So like where he's from, you know, people die every day. Yeah. So he's kind of like
he's been used to death since he was young.
Like that makes you become apathetic. So where it's like, you know, even if someone dies, like
it's still the same.
Yeah, like you just moving the next day. That's really it. So it's like I can understand why he would even think that was cool, even though it wasn't.
Not to cut you off, but one thing, he's not a dumb person. Kodak is not dumb at all.
I know he's not dumb.
He's actually very intelligent. Like if you get him to talk. So I feel like even though you're doing that, you know in a sense what you're doing and saying, because you're not dumb. People know that you're very intelligent. You may be not as intelligent, you know what I mean, book smart as people might think, but you're a very intelligent person. You have a light in your head. So it's like you doing all this shit is just dumb. Like, bro, you know that shit ain't right.
And for all those people that is trying to resell tickets for Nipsey Hussle's service, a song, I'm praying for you. Pray that you that God touches your mind so you can realize the dumb stuff that you are doing, and you can realize how you're so lost and how you're really doing anything for a buck.
Because it's a special place for you.
I'm not gonna say that.
Not saying like, you know,
I'm not gonna say that.
It's a special place for you. That's jail. You go to jail for that.
I mean,
I heard on the radio that they trying to find out who the people are trying to resell his tickets, because that's fucked up. Like that's foul, man.
They didn't even have to, like, the people should be grateful. They didn't even have to make those tickets public. They could just been like only friends and family. That's it. But like, this man touched so many people. It's like, all right, we want to make it public. We want to have like, I mean, the people that actually felt something, like the people that really support him, they can come too. They didn't have to make it public. They didn't have to sell tickets.
They said in Cali, if you come in there with with your state ID, no, if your driver's license says California, they said you can get in there for free. So like they even working with people, but I don't think it's right that people try and capitalize off that man's death.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, you know, it just goes into deeper psyche, into, you know, people really be thinking about how much people value $1. And it's like, you know,
people would do anything for $1.
Yeah, a lot of people would do anything for $1. And it's like,
I tell people that all the time.
It's always important to really self-reflect and just know that, like, to always set your limits and make sure that your limits stand for like the lengths that you would go to get $1. Because of course, yeah, you hustling and everything, but it's only, you know,
it's a boundary.
You should have certain limits.
It's a line that you have to draw in the sand.
Where
you don't cross a certain line.
You know, that's where I feel like morals come into play, and you know, your morals should always be over any monetary gain that you are trying to make. So again, for those people that's trying to do that, pray that you seek help. You know, before anything happens to you, before, you know, anything goes wrong, just seek help, because clearly you are twisted in the mind. and clearly your priorities aren't straight. That's just really it.
Kendrick Lamar said it best. How much a dollar really costs?
And that's really it.
Think about that.
Because people sell their souls for $1.
How much a dollar really costs?
It's really not worth it.
Does a dollar cost you integrity? Does a dollar cost you respect? Like, how much does it really cost? Think about that.
It's just,
It's crazy how much value a little piece of paper hold, but
and it's crazy because it doesn't really hold
value. Money really make the world go round though. So like it's like at the end of the day though, like what they doing is wrong, but it's like will we still feel that same way if you know what I mean, like somebody bought something and then resold it for a higher price, like you said, you hustling, like you just trying to get money.
So yeah, but like, it also depends on like
when
what
it
you
comes
trying
to this though. Like I definitely agree with you. Like it's different when it comes to this, but I'm just saying like I already know. But this is what I'm saying. Like it's crazy how this situation could go both ways about somebody basically trying to flip some money. Like because with this situation, it's fucked up. It's foul. It shouldn't be done. But if it was like you said, some sneakers, and it's like, oh, that's a come up, bro.
Yeah, because that's a respective hustle. You ain't hurting anyone. You ain't disrespecting anybody. You ain't, you know what I'm saying, trying to just gain off of somebody else's name or gain off of somebody else's stature or event. Like, you just doing it yourself. You bought those shoes, you reselling them. Mm-hmm. But you over here, like, this is a song for a man that just passed that was important in his community. And now you trying to resell it. And for the people that buy it, you're also very just idiotic. And you also need to seek help if you actually buy that. If you see any person selling it and you actually like, I'm going to copy it. Just don't, like, just save yourself the time and the money.
The embarrassment.
Just keep moving on. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't, nothing good going to come out of it.
My thing, right? Like, this is what I try to, like, that's what I think about all the time. I think about, you feel me? Like, what if the shoe, like, you know what I mean? What if I was in their shoes? That's what like every situation. I always think like, you know what I mean? Just think about you being in that situation. You feel me? What if this is like, what if this your dad, your uncle? You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? Say if it's your wife. You feel me? Or your significant other. It's like it's you wouldn't want the certain things that's coming out to happen. Like you wouldn't want that. Like so it's like we gotta show more compassion for each other. We gotta show more empathy. You know what I mean? More respect. Cause it's like, bro, this shit is just it's sad. It's cold. It's a cold world we live in. And it's just like we don't want it to be cold, but it's like, damn, like why is this shit this way? Like why we gotta lose our brothers and sisters, you know what I mean, to open our eyes. Like it shouldn't be this
way. And stop waiting till people die or people go to jail to tell people how you feel about them. Like that's whack. Like let people know how you feel about them while they're here. Like ain't nobody expect that man to die like that. Like his wife probably was not even satisfied with the last conversation she had with him. Probably the last conversation was, I'm gonna see you later. You feel me? And ain't never see that man again. Feel me? Like you gotta let people know how you feel while they're here, man. Because once they gone, like that shouldn't really eat you up. Like, cause then you sit there like, damn, I wanted to do this, I want to do that, man. Make time for the people you love for real. Like, and if you in the streets for real, just gotta know what come with that lifestyle. Like,
bro, it don't even matter about the street.
I'm about to
Anything
say, even
can
if
happen,
you in the streets,
no matter who
I was
you
just
are.
about to say, even if you in the streets or not, like I said earlier, bullet don't got a name on it, and at the end of the day, everybody gotta die. So, like, that's just how I look at life, because that's pretty much really what it is. Like,
that's crazy. This is like you keep saying that, and it's like reminding me of the Bullets Ain't Got No Name.
That's what I was thinking too. I was thinking about that mixtape, and it's like it's crazy to say Bullet ain't got no name, and it had to turn out to be him. Like
that's crazy. I still haven't listened to like a single Nipsey song willingly.
Mm-hmm.
I
it's crazy. I just came full circle.
I really just don't.
Speaking of Nipsey music, make sure y'all go stream that.
Yeah, please
Marathon
do that.
Continues. He owns all the masters to his music, so that means
that
he gets 100% of the profit from his music. He was, I I just saw it today. He was number 1 on the charts. Now he at number 2. Make sure y'all keep playing his music, man, for real.
Because that's gonna help take care of his family for a long, long time.
Yeah, because who else you know that me having streams go up over 2,000%? That's
almost
wild.
3,000.
That's really crazy. Almost 3,000%.
Oh, and if you buying his Crenshaw stuff, please buy that as well. Please buy the Marathon clothing because, like I said, that money will go to his wife and his kids.
I definitely want to take a trip out there and go to his store and go.
That would be a good trip. I would love to do that.
Yeah, like
I'll for sure do that.
I think that's cool too. That we spoke about it earlier, but I really think that's type cool that they named that whole intersection after him, paying homage.
And it's like you never know what. That's why it's like just seeing this. It really just makes me think about the
future?
Not the future, just like how, like it really just makes me feel about what my mom says a lot about how always like people are just watching you, even though I always say that people aren't watching you, but it's like really just like a paradox. I don't know if I'm using the word right, but it's really just like because like you never know who's really looking. Like who would have known that the congresswoman would have even known who Nipsey was,
or the police chief,
or any of them niggas would even know who Nipsey was, especially enough to document his stuff into the history books and also give him a street name.
You got Fortune 500 company CEOs sending their condolences.
So like you don't know who be checking you. That's why I say you always got to.
Never ran across in his life, but they're like way bigger than him, probably like money stature wise, saying things like good things about him and stuff.
That's why, like, if y'all don't get anything else from these podcasts, please get that people are looking at you, and always do things with intention when you go out. If you are going to do something, please do it with intention because you don't know who's checking. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? You don't know who's checking. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? Somebody big could be listening to this podcast right now. You don't even know it. And they gonna
we need that bag though. You feel me?
We do need that bag for real.
You feel me? Because we out here.
Oh y'all, holla at us, please.
She did.
Please holla.
Diddy, I know you listening.
Joe.
Yeah, we know y'all listening. Peace and love to all y'all. Y'all feel me?
Oh yeah, please, man, just hit us up.
It's that bounce right here.
Hit us up, please. Hey man.
But you know what's funny? Well, not funny. You know what's real? Just this alone, like this whole situation, it's gonna spark somebody. It's gonna spark.
It's already sparking people.
Well, yeah, it's already sparking people. But like, this is gonna spark one kid to go above and beyond and do more. Just like how they said Pac sparked him, and like you feel me, Pac laid down like the foundation of like his thoughts. You feel me? What's it called? Implemented. Nipsey implemented. Right now, another kid is gonna take that baton and just run the marathon even longer and even better. And he's going to do even much more. Like he's going to take what Nipsey like laid down for us and make it even more broader and make it more better and make it more special. You feel me? So it's like I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's going to happen. Somebody's going to take his work and just do the best with it, and it's really going to help our people. Hopefully, it's sooner rather than later, but it's going to happen. I got hope. I got faith.
I mean, maybe that person might be Future. Future Vandross.
Hey, you know what? Man. If it is Future, I'm
all for it.
I'm all for it as well.
Shoot. Future, please. Hey, man, I'm actually expecting Future to switch up what he's talking about. Ever since that interview where he's talking about how he stopped drinking lean, I'm expecting his new stuff to be not the What's the Time to Be Alive, because that's like a collab tape, but like his solo stuff. I feel like his next project is really gonna be like something introspective, like some Offset type tape. You know what I'm saying? Because like Offset said, the content music coming back. Well, it never left, but it's coming back into the mainstream. Yeah, it's gonna come back to
You know who I'm really waiting for? Kendrick. Even just everything that's been going on, I really want to hear Kendrick's perspective of anything. And then they always say Kendrick drops an album every 2 years. Yeah, it's been 2 years since Damn. So
he was. I'm
expecting something to come soon.
It's fucked up too because he had. I know they were saying he was working on a music with a lot of people. Like
he had a collab album with Meek.
He had music with Meek, YG coming out.
He has something with YG. That's the thing that's like crazy about it. Like, I don't even know if we're gonna ever know, because he said it wasn't like just a tape. Like, it was actually something else that him and YG were gonna work on, maybe like a film or a documentary or something like that. I'm not sure, but I don't know. Hopefully YG can like continue it on. Like, hopefully they got enough footage of Nipsey or got enough content from Nipsey to where they could finish it. Because I'll really be, anticipating that and really be looking forward to it. But uh I ain't really got much more to say for real. Because I know we all still going through it. But I know it's gonna be better days. Like he always says, hustle and motivate. So we just gotta keep doing what we gotta do, and also make sure that the people, you know, behind us always go ahead of us in the end. That's really like the goal. The goal of it, like this, always had to have the next generation finish ahead of us.
Yes.
Like,
I want my kids to live even better than me,
and not even just our kids, just kids in general.
mm-hmm.
That's why I feel, because like, of course I said this numerous times that I worked at a middle school, and like I don't know, like of course there's days where it's like, damn, I don't even want to be here. These kids are just so just out there, like they just really
little rascals.
They really are little rascals. But it's like over this past week, like when I was hanging out, like I was actually like talking to one of the teachers that's there. And he's really been telling me like about the backstories of a lot of these kids. And it's really like some twisted stuff. Like it's really some saddening things that they be going through. And it's like these kids are only like 12, 13, like 11. These some young kids that's going through this type of stuff.
Going real life shit.
Yeah. So it's like, I guess that's what really like pushes me to actually like really leave something with them, not just be there, just to be there.
Actually be there.
You know what I'm saying? Actually be there and actually touch them, actually give them like some insight. Because that's even what the teacher that I'll be hanging with. His name is Coach Hammond. And like every day he always plays or just gives like words of inspiration. And it's like their minds can't really like grasp it all right now. But I know like in due time they gonna look back at what he said, because he always like even an inspiration to me, like, and I'm not even like there to, you know what I'm saying, to learn anything. I'm just there to watch the kids for real. And it's like he even an inspiration to me for what he be saying, and like how he be like talking about how there's just, you know what I'm saying, they the next thing up. Like that's what we really gotta understand. Like these people are the next ones up, man. So for all y'all that got little brothers, little sisters that just got little ones around,
they are the future.
Just know they looking at you. Please be a good role model. Please be a good role model overall, because they're looking at you, and these young ones are learning faster and faster every day.
Facts.
Every day they're learning faster and faster. So please know what you're doing, especially around them, so they could pick up on the good things and continue it on.
And Ja, you would know firsthand too. You got 2 little brothers.
Yeah. Definitely. We about to have to wrap up the Why We Here podcast, but before we go, we're gonna leave y'all on a positive note. We're gonna share some quotes with y'all from Nipsey Hussle. First quote is, he says, "My thing is that I don't give no person that much power over my path that I'm walking. Not one person can make or break what I'm doing, except me or God." And the last one is, "I just believe in ownership. I believe in investing in yourself. Your foundation should be strong."
And that's really it, man. That man really got his Purple Heart. That's all I'm gonna say.
What I'm gonna say is, if you ever feeling down about anything, or you feel like you need just some inspiration or some motivation, I feel like you should look up some quotes by him. There's been a lot of people posting quotes that he said and just different things that he said at interviews, and he really knew what he was talking about. He really was smart. Like, I don't know. Sometimes you don't need to hear it from people you know. Sometimes you need to hear it from people you don't know. So, I mean, that may be one option.
That was a good word, Ja. That was good.
That may be one option, because, everybody on their phone all day anyway. Might as well go to Google, type in some Nipsey Hussle quotes, see what might help you get through your days.
Man, I also listen to his tapes, man. Victory Lap, listen to Crenshaw, listen to, what is it, Mailbox Money?
Mailbox Money. Yeah.
Listen to All Bullets Ain't Got No Name. Listen to all that, man. Listen to all the TMC. Listen to every tape, man, because I know every tape has gems in it that you can learn from. So please just listen to every tape that he got.
Yes, guys. And at the end of the day, we're not going to sit here and, be sad and somber and, cry over his. I mean, we're going to shed tears and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong. I shed tears. I shed tears when he passed and stuff. But, we're not going to do that in the long run. We're going to celebrate his life. We're going to live out his dreams to the fullest. We're going to live out his message. We're going to fulfill his message. You feel me? So at the end of the day, the only thing he always wanted us to do was hustle. He wanted us to hustle, even in his name, hustle. You feel me? So do what you gotta do to hustle, motivate one another.
And also, one more thing. This is really the last thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is really the last thing, though. Okay, because, and I know all our listeners aren't really, God-based in their lives. But I just want y'all, just to leave with a prayer. Just to pray that you and your family and your loved ones are not victims of any evil circumstance. That's a prayer that my dad had taught me, and I didn't really get it at first until until my homie passed away last year. But I really got it. It's basically just saying, just praying over your loved ones that, just know they don't get caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. That the way that they're moving, God is going to go before them, is going to go with them. And pray for everyone listening to this podcast that you shall be blessed, that great things shall come from you, come from you and your peoples. And, hustle and motivate. That's really the goal. And that's all.
Man, R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, man.
Yes, R.I.P. that man. Feel me? We're going to live out your dreams for you.
But unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap up the Why Are We Here podcast. Did you find out why you're here? If not, come back next week.
Peace.